live in Facebook.
Oh.
So you can wave to Facebook land. Good morning, Facebook. Oh, now we're crooked.
Morning. Is that
We look
crooked?
like we had too many cocktails over the weekend. Yeah, now we're good. Good morning, Facebook. Benny, I'll get a cute.
We should have told everybody.
I know.
We just did a Facebook Live
Oh, did you?
thing. Yeah.
Don't you feel hip?
Like,
Right?
I know.
You're totally in the know.
Until my children tell me that it's all about Instagram now.
Right.
So, like, what? Wait, I just got on Facebook.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 425 Show, your place to be for all things real estate and lifestyle related here on the East Side. I'm your host, Nicole Mangina with Windermere Real Estate. I hope you had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. Goofy with the weather, but yesterday was absolutely gorgeous. I went for a hike yesterday, and it was fun to be out there and see how many people were out on the trail. So we'll kick off with a little real estate update. We're coming into summer, which is always an interesting time. As a seller, what you need to know is now is the time to be extra diligent with your pricing. I see June is dubbed price reduction month in the real estate industry, or at least in this area, just based on our cycles. And that is about buyers start to get a little distracted, right? Kids are getting out of school, they're graduating, people are planning summer vacations, and then there's more inventory coming on the market. And so you see sellers and listing agents pricing, assuming the market's going up, but it actually starts to level out a little bit. Still a good market. Don't be panicked about the overall state of the market if you start seeing price reductions, but just know that as a seller, you kind of want to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, meaning you price a little lower than kind of pushing up a little bit too high. For buyers, it's good to know that there's going to be more things coming on the market. It's going to be a great time to buy. Summer is always good, but it's a patience game because summer seems to be, like I said, people start getting distracted. So you'll have 1 month or 1 week where it feels like all kinds of stuff comes on the market, and then all of a sudden the next week, nothing, right? And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it. As real estate agents, we know that that fluctuation happens, but I can't tell you the second week of June is good and the third week of June is flat. You gotta just be patient and know that it's coming. If you see a particularly slow week, don't read too much into it. Know that the next week's probably gonna be pretty busy for you. So there you go. Without further ado, I am excited to introduce today's guests. We have Ellen and Maruk here with us from the Eastside Assistance League. Hi ladies, how are you?
Hello. We're great.
Good, thank you for being here. This show, this one's been a long time coming. We were gonna do this back in February, and then the snow came, and we couldn't get here.
That's
Lots
okay.
of it.
Yes,
Better late than never.
exactly. But now it's May, and the roads are fine, and here we are.
And the sun is still not shining.
No, darn it.
Not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
well.
I'm going to be patient.
Exactly. You take your wins where you can get them. No snow on the roads.
There
It's a
you
win.
go.
Yeah.
Eastside Assistance League. We have lots to talk about, but you were named the 425 magazine best nonprofit on the East Side last
We
year.
were very
Yes,
proud of
So
that.
that's a great
Yes, it's a great
thing.
achievement.
That
Yes,
is
definitely.
wonderful.
Yes.
But my guess is there's still a lot of people out there who actually don't know about you. So
Oh.
I'm excited that you're here on the show today, and
We
can
often
share it.
we often joke that we're the best
Kept.
kept secret on the East
I
Side.
know. So,
that
well,
we're very happy to be here.
As of today, the secret's
Yes.
out.
Oh, fabulous. Love it.
So tell me about the Assistance League.
Assistance League of the East Side. We're a chapter here on the East Side helping families in need. And we are part of a national organization, Assistance
Wonderful.
League. So we're about 140 chapters nationwide, and we have 5 chapters here in the state of Washington.
Great.
And we are a all-volunteer nonprofit organization, and we're very proud of that because all the money that we raise goes back into the community. And
That's great.
Yeah, and last year over 85% of the funds we raised were given back to the community.
Great. So nonprofit, you mentioned that, but I think a lot of people don't realize that means you have no paid staff.
Yes.
Everybody is 100% volunteer there, and
That's-
you get a tremendous amount done. I mean,
Yes.
even if somebody had a paid staff to organize all of this.
Yes.
So good for
Yes.
you ladies. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes, we are proud of that.
Right.
Definitely proud, and
Yeah.
wonderful bunch of ladies. We have about 140 members
Okay.
in our chapter, and the ladies are very dynamic, very dedicated to the cause and purpose of our mission. So
That's great. And you said you have 4 main things that you focus on at the Eastside Assistance League.
Yes. We have our signature program,
Okay.
which is Operation School Bell, where we clothe 3,500 kids per year,
Wow.
and we provide back-to-school clothing for them.
Okay. And
So-
3,500 kids in what area? Like, what's the radius?
Well, we have 3 school districts that we
Okay.
serve. We serve Bellevue, North Shore, and Lake Washington School Districts. So total of 72 schools that we partner with.
Right. But that's fascinating. We were talking about that
Yeah.
before the show.
Yep.
3,500 kids in 3 school districts that are in theory quite affluent. So that is always one of the interesting things to me, right? As I learn more about the organizations and the services that are out there, it just tells you there's always more going on in your community, and I think that's one of the reasons I love having the Eastside Assistance League on the show, is to raise awareness about that, because we assume that happens other places sometimes, right? But
Right.
3,500 kids in 3 school districts, that's a lot of kids.
Right.
And
yes.
really not a huge area.
Right.
Yep.
And it's only
Mhm.
in Lake Washington School District, which is where we started,
Mhm.
right, 20 years ago, approximately. We're in all the schools, and the school counselors are the ones who choose which children
Okay.
and families
Mhm.
get to
Oh,
participate.
wonderful.
Mhm.
So we don't do any of that. But what we do know from
Mhm.
surveys is that 70%
Mhm.
of the free and reduced lunch program
Right.
students attend Operation School Bell
Great.
from Lake Washington School District.
Makes sense.
In Bellevue and North Shore school districts, it's only 50% because we don't do as many schools.
Got it.
in those,
Okay.
But still,
It's a fair
offering
amount.
free and reduced students
Mhm.
an opportunity to go and choose their own clothing for back to school
Right.
is an experience that most of us have had, right?
Right.
We get that back to school shopping
Yeah,
time
it's
with
a
our
big
families
deal.
is always such a wonderful moment.
Right.
You feel good about yourself
Mhm.
when you look good. And that's the whole reason we do this, is the self-esteem and the difference that makes to children when they go to school.
It's huge. And it's new clothing that they get.
Yes.
It's
from you.
they
Yes,
and they
new
get to pick
clothing.
it out.
Yes.
New clothing with one of our best partners, I will say, in terms of contributing back to our program.
Mhm.
They go to 3 Fred Meyer stores
Oh,
in each of
yeah,
these
they have
areas.
great options.
And they have great options, and each child, depending on their grade level, gets a certain amount to
Mhm.
spend. 100 for elementary school,
Mhm.
150 for the secondary,
Mhm.
middle school and high school students they choose. And so they get to pick out all their clothing within that budget.
That's
And Fred
great.
Meyer gives us great discounts, and they give us great donation for this program that we spend about $438,000 every year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You guys
that's
are
our biggest
fundraising
yes.
machine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we like to think so. Or we hope so.
But what a big impact, right?
It is huge, and our members, what we do is we have fall shopping days. So
Mhm.
the entire month of October, we partner with Fred Meyer.
Mhm.
So Monday through Thursday, every evening from 4:30 to 7:30,
Mm.
we invite around 200 kids to come shopping with their families.
Mhm.
And we have these 3 stores, Bellevue, Redmond, and Kirkland.
Oh, sure.
And depending on which school district they're in, because transportation is a big issue for some of these
Right.
kids and the families.
Mhm.
So we try to make it as accommodating as possible. And
Right.
like Ellen said, we give them $100 for K through 5,
Mhm.
and then 6 through 12, we have $150.
That's great.
And so that's what we do. And we do most of the kids, we try and do them in fall.
Mhm.
So
That's
that's our
great.
signature program.
That's wonderful. I actually love that you do it in October. I was laughing. I have boys, right? So they kind of wear their shorts and t-shirts on the first day of school anyway. We don't do back to school shopping until October because it
Yeah.
seems like they grow so much.
Definitely.
The pants I buy
Exactly.
in August, by the time they need them in November, don't fit.
Exactly.
And you know
Exactly right.
the best part about it, the high school kids,
Mhm.
because even though they get $150, all they want to do is maybe buy a Seahawk jersey or
Mhm.
a sweatpants, something, a brand,
Yes.
which makes them feel like they belong to
Mhm.
the school with their friends, with their peers. And we do surveys at the end of the year, and we ask guidance counselors, do they find any difference in these children? and over 60% of them say that they come back with a lot of confidence. They
Oh,
are
that's
well
sweet.
accepted by their peers,
Yeah.
and they feel like they belong
Yeah.
in a place. And to us, that's
That's everything.
that's
That's
everything.
huge.
That's
Yeah.
everything,
And it's everything to them.
everything
Yeah.
to
Right.
them, and
To
the
feel
families
accepted.
too.
Mhm.
So it's great.
I love it.
Yes, we too.
That's
We as
wonderful.
well.
And that's a huge impact all in and of itself, but that's only one of your 4 programs.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
So how do you follow that up with number 2?
Oh.
Well, I would say the number 2, from a standpoint of just the Me Too movement,
Sure.
is assault survivor kits.
Okay.
And those we partner with hospitals across the state of Washington.
Okay.
So this is a program that goes statewide. Most of ours are just here on the east side.
Sure.
But this one goes statewide. And assault survivors that come into the emergency room,
Mhm.
and then a lot of times they need to I guess surrender their clothing
As
for
evidence,
evidence,
yeah.
right? So they have nothing to wear home.
Oh my goodness.
And so what we do is we provide sweatpants,
Mhm.
sweatshirt, underwear,
Mhm.
hygiene items,
Mhm.
so that they can recapture at least a little dignity
Right.
when walking out of the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
And so, and we believe that no assault victim should have to reach out to anyone to bring them clothes after an
Right.
event like that.
Mhm.
This is something that we feel very strongly about.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
some of them don't have anyone to
Right.
call, right, to
Mhm.
bring them something.
Or embarrassed.
So, or they're embarrassed,
Embarrassed.
right. So this is something that we purchase these items,
Great.
and then we fold them,
Mhm.
create, put a ribbon around
Mhm.
them, and a note
Mhm.
saying we care.
Oh,
And
that's
we
sweet.
had one assault survivor tell us in a video that you can watch on our website,
Okay.
aleastside.org.
Okay.
You can watch, we have several videos for
Mhm.
several of our programs that you can watch her in her video talk about her horrendous experience and mention, there's this one part of it that still gives me chills when I'm thinking about it.
Mhm.
And she says, when I saw that kit
Mhm.
out of the side of my eye,
Mhm.
she says, I knew I would get through this awful
Oh
night.
my goodness.
And, that's what it's about,
Mhm.
right? It's about giving them some dignity and some way of digging deep
Right.
and saying, I can do
Do
this, I
this.
can get through this.
Yeah.
So that's a
That's
program that
pretty
we're very
powerful.
proud
Yes.
of.
That makes you feel pretty good, right?
Let's see, how many assault survivor kits did we do? I believe it's
Oh, about 2,500,
2,500,
something around that.
2,600
Okay.
across this.
And I think
state.
one of the interesting things about this program is we have to go statewide. So we go as far as Spokane, we go
Wow.
to Yakima, and we go. So we call them the Fly Girls.
Oh,
our
yeah.
member ladies. They're the
Because they
Fly
deliver the
Girls.
kits.
Oh,
And
yeah.
right?
and so at a moment's notice, if there is a hospital out there that says, hey, we need 40 kids or 30 kids, can you
Mhm.
do that? These ladies are on the road.
Really?
And we call them the Fly Girls.
Oh, that's so
And
sweet.
we
That's
love
pretty
it.
cute.
And
They
and
need
they-
T-shirts. Do they
Yeah,
have T-shirts?
I know we should get
No,
them. I
we
think
don't
should.
spend money on it.
No,
You know
yeah,
we don't
can't
spend
spend
money
Somebody
on
needs to
that.
donate. 'Cause that-
But somebody can give us t-shirts. There you go.
But that's the most, I think that's very touching. And these, like I said, these ladies are just phenomenal. And I'm so proud. I feel so proud to be working with every one of them.
Yes,
That they are
sure.
dedicated and they have fun doing it.
I bet.
They have fun doing it.
That's
So-
pretty sweet.
Well, and I should mention too, of those assault survivors, it's not just women.
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
women, men, and children.
Children.
Oh, yeah.
right, that
Yes.
come into these emergency
Yeah.
rooms.
We have
Absolutely.
kids for children.
Oh,
And it
oh,
seems
bless her
like
heart.
the kids are growing for kids.
Mhm.
And that is very, very sad too. I
Yeah.
mean, we do all this helping people in need in the community, you want that need to decrease. But
Right.
unfortunately, the need is increasing.
Yeah.
And therefore, our job becomes that much more important for us to be out there helping these
Sure.
families in need. And that's why we're here today,
Yeah.
to see how we can make ourselves know and people understand what a valuable task we're doing.
Absolutely. And if you're
So-
listening today and just tuning in, we're talking to the Eastside Assistance League. Maruk and Ellen are here. And so if somebody wanted to volunteer, donate, how do they do that?
Well, they can go to our website.
Okay.
It's aleastside.org.
Okay.
And they can take a look at what we do, and they can donate right on our website.
Perfect. So if you are so
Or-
moved today and
yes.
want to donate,
Please.
they would welcome that.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
And I must
Absolutely.
say, we have a lot of different ways that people can help.
Okay.
Besides just individuals, we do 2 fundraising events
Oh, great.
each year.
Fun.
One of them we just finished, which was a lovely dinner dance at the Snoqualmie Casino.
Oh, fun.
That was very fun. We had a local band herding cats.
Cats.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very
Lot of
appropriate
fun.
for our organization.
Any kind of volunteer organization.
So, but we
Yes,
did
it was a lot of
wonderful Raise the Paddle
Great.
for
Yes.
donations, and
Yes.
we have every year, the first Friday of December, we have a holiday home tour, which has 5 individually owned, beautifully decorated houses. This year it's going to be in Kirkland,
Wonderful.
and for $35 approximately, they may
We
change
may
the price,
increase,
but
yeah.
we're trying not to.
Yeah.
You can tour these homes.
Oh, super
Yes,
fun.
Lovely homes,
yes,
yeah, which
yes.
you'll also get information on the website, so
Correct.
Perfect.
everything. But businesses can donate. We had one business who gave us close to $1,000 by matching the proceeds in their vending machine.
Oh, sweet.
Every quarter,
Yeah.
they
Pretty
do that.
cute.
So isn't that a great idea?
I love it.
And then we have larger corporations, of course, and we have grants and things like that we apply for. But
Wonderful.
every organization that can help, and we
Yes.
will put that to good use.
Yes.
I love it.
Promise.
Yes.
Right here on the
Wonderful.
east
Yes.
side.
Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, and so let's get to number 3 and 4 then. What are your other?
Oh,
no,
yeah, we
right?
forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot to cover.
We're
I
tired
know,
already.
feels like we're good, right? We've covered it all, but no, there's two
Well,
more.
we have the other 2 programs, which is Starting Over Support and Help for Homeless.
Okay.
So Starting Over Support, we help families fleeing domestic violence.
Okay.
And we partner with agencies. We partner with Sophia Way.
Okay.
And that's a women's shelter. And what we do is we give them a welcome basket.
Mhm.
So when a woman comes to a shelter, she basically doesn't have anything. All she has is the clothes she has on,
Mhm.
or maybe her personal items.
Right.
So we have this welcome basket that has about 60 household items in them.
Nice.
And that when she comes to the shelter and she's given that basket, so she has something.
Mm-hmm.
And the need has increased this year. So, and usually we do about 40
Mhm.
to 60 baskets, but this time they wanted 100 baskets.
Interesting.
So it has increased, that need has increased as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have an evening group, which is a Women's Inspired Network. It's the professional women that want to be involved.
Yeah.
So through
Big
Sophia,
numbers.
yeah, and we
New
have,
Bethlehem Project is
Yes.
the one in Kirkland, which is a
Okay.
new shelter, family shelter.
And what was the name of it again?
New Bethlehem
Oh, okay.
Project.
Love
And
it.
they are new and our WIN
Mhm.
group, Women Inspired Network.
Got
They do different,
projects or
projects
whatever,
with
like,
them,
you know,
whatever they need.
we just had Mother's Day brunch
Oh,
for these
lovely.
with these lovely ladies, and we also had jewelry that we collected from our membership, and
Mhm.
we had a little bazaar
Mm-hmm.
for all these women, and we gave these all out, you know, and they came
Nice.
and selected everything, and we provided brunch, and all the ladies, our members, cooked all beautiful
fun.
items, and we had flowers, and we just made it very special for
Mhm.
them. And the other, that was Help for Homeless that I talk about. That's with Sophia Way, actually. Starting Over Support, I believe, is with
LifeWire,
Dawn,
DAWN,
and New Beginnings.
and
New
New
Beginnings.
Beginnings, we
Sure.
do that.
Yeah.
So the homeless, that's again the homeless shelter
Wonderful.
that we work with Sophia Way. with.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things we do.
And I love one of the stories that we told about these baskets
Mhm.
of personal items that we give, or just household
Mhm.
items. And one of them is towels, right? Because
Right.
having a new towel, and again,
big deal.
this is all new
Mhm.
items. This isn't used.
Right.
So that she walked into her particular
Mhm.
room and saw the basket
Mhm.
with all the things in it, and she turned and she said to the coordinator,
Mhm.
she says, "Oh, somebody left their things here."
Oh.
And the coordinator said, "No, that's a gift
For
from
you.
Assistance League of the East Side
Mhm.
for you."
Oh,
And
wonderful.
she just broke down in tears.
Oh.
Yeah.
That it was, just that
Little
kindness,
things,
those
yeah.
little kindness
Mhm.
activities for people who are struggling mean all the world.
They do,
Yeah.
for sure. And I can tell you're both incredibly passionate
Yeah.
about
Oh,
being
yes.
a part of it.
Oh, yes.
The
You
Dalai
have
Lama
to.
says that the best way to happiness is to give to others.
It's
Absolutely.
So-
It's very
There's
true.
something
There we
to
go.
that.
I
Very
think there's
true.
good.
Absolutely.
Very
How did
true.
you both get involved with the Eastside Assistance
Well, I
League?
moved here moved here 7 years ago.
Okay.
And I was playing tennis with one of my friends that I was introduced to, and one of them was a Assistance League member.
Oh,
and
there
she had
you
just
go.
moved from Dallas a year ago.
Mhm.
And she says, "Hey, you want to make friends? You want to do something good in the community?" I said, "Yeah. Well, this is Assistance League. I just joined. Would you be interested in it?"
Mhm.
I said, "Sure." And I went to coffee,
Mhm.
and the rest was history.
I love it. That's perfect. Here you are 7 years later.
Yes.
Well, and I
yes,
was-
yes.
It was winter time, and I had just retired, and I was reading the newspaper, and the Seattle Times
Mhm.
homeless series, and I felt so bad that
Mhm.
I couldn't do anything, right,
Right.
to help this situation.
Mhm.
So a friend invited me to the holiday home tour.
Oh.
And so I went to the holiday home tour, and I found out what this wonderful organization does. And I can tell you, I feel so empowered to help those in my community
Mhm.
that need it most, because I feel so fortunate
Right.
that it is the best feeling, and I've made incredible friends.
Yes.
I bet.
Yes.
That's
yes.
the
That's
other-
very true.
That's my payback,
It's a-
right?
Yes,
that I
for
get,
sure.
It's a great group of women. Like I said, I keep saying that, and I cannot stress enough
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
Ellen and I can't do this alone.
Right.
We just can't do it alone. We have a great group that's very supportive and
Mhm.
understand the need, very caring, very committed,
Mhm.
very dedicated, and what they want to do into the community. And that's very rewarding. Very
I love it.
rewarding.
And
very
sometimes you're very
rewarding.
vocal.
Of course.
Weird.
Because it is women. It is a group of women.
People have opinions.
Yeah.
I like to share them.
No, but that's true. But that's what drives us, right? We
Right.
all are just so passionate in what
Right.
we do. And yeah, we are vocal. We get our opinion across, but
That's
we
probably-
get the job done.
There you
Yeah.
go. I love it.
That's right.
And if somebody, so you're a predominantly women
Yes.
organization.
Not that we wouldn't want, but we
I'm
welcome
sure
our husbands always, and I mean they
I'm
are
sure they're
supportive.
volunteers by default.
Oh
right?
my gosh!
Even if they're not on the official register.
But they do. They come and volunteer at Operation School Bell and
I
Fred Meyer stores. They
Oh, I
are
bet.
all volunteering, and we all have a husband, whether they like it or not. They're signed up.
I'm sure they like it.
We thought
Because
we should
you-
probably do an event just to thank them, but
Yeah.
we haven't figured that one
Next
out
year.
yet.
Because when you do the shopping, do you go around with the kids or they just go by
Oh,
themselves?
they go by
Oh,
themselves.
that's good.
And we have guidance
With their
counselor
families.
with their
Yeah,
families.
families, yeah,
We
yeah.
have volunteers. We have about 16 volunteers in each
Mhm.
of these stores at a given night.
Right.
And they help. We have shopping assistants that are by the end who are helping them, and
Mhm.
we have checkout counter. We have people in the checkout. We
Yeah.
have a fabulous electronic check-in system,
Oh, lovely.
which was just designed for us. And we
Nice.
had one of our members' husband who designed this whole app for us.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a reg manager,
Mhm.
so we have everything electronic.
Mhm.
So even the guidance counselors in real time can pick and choose the kids they want.
Oh, nice.
So it's interfaces with all that too. So it's very convenient and it's a very effective way
Oh, I
of doing
love that.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to get involved and volunteer, I'm assuming you can kind of like, this is my thing, this is what I like to do. Can they kind of pick and choose what they get to volunteer for, or the amount of hours? You know, some people have more or less
All of
hours
these-
that they can
All of these
contribute to
4
something.
programs have committees,
Okay.
right, made
Oh,
up of
great.
members.
Okay,
And
that makes
so
sense.
they are the ones who make the determination of, from their budget, how many,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna be able to serve, and they're the ones who put the kits together, they're the
Okay.
ones who go and do the holiday event
Mhm.
at the Sophia Way. All of this is done by volunteers. So,
Wonderful.
yes, when you join, you get to join a committee, and you get to choose
Perfect.
what it is.
Yeah,
So,
and then depending on where you're at in your life,
always,
based on
always,
time.
always, of course, as a member, looking to help with fundraising.
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
can't do any of this
That
without
without-
funds.
Right.
So
Yes.
volunteers are one way
Mhm.
of helping, the money is another one, and those are the things that we ask members to do. Now, we do have what we call community volunteers, which
Mhm.
are people like yourself, Nicole. You
Okay.
could come and you could say, I wanna help with at a shopping event, and we
Sure.
would sign you up for an evening at Fred Meyer,
Yeah.
and you would be able to help the
Yeah.
kids bag their
Mhm.
clothes and
Clothes
all
and
of that
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Help
So
them
we'll
shop,
we'll
yeah.
put anybody to work. Absolutely anybody.
I love it. You got the assumptive clothes going.
Oh, yes.
I'm like,
You
I don't
got
know
it
what I
down.
just got signed up for, but I think I'm gonna end up with something.
All good though, all good, all good.
And if you're a means you're good at what you do.
And if your company, like Equinix
Yeah.
is one of our supporters,
Uh-huh.
and they're a very large company, but they are in Seattle, a
Uh-huh.
small group of them, and we take all our hygiene items over there
Mhm.
that we have for our assault survivors,
Mhm.
and they put them together in kits.
Yeah.
So see, they can do that too as a group.
I love
So
that.
and they love that.
Yeah.
They absolutely get in their break room and they start assembling these kits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody can
Yes.
contribute. Absolutely
Yes.
everyone.
And even if it's 1 hour, 10 hours,
Mhm.
20 hours, it's valuable.
Yeah.
These hours are very valuable, and as a volunteer, you know, it's something you do at your own time.
Mhm.
And yes, so even if you give us an hour, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. And I think the push this year, because our fiscal year starts June 1st,
Oh, got it.
we are really trying to get out into the community and get our voices heard and
Right.
see what we are doing. So that's going to be a big push, and we really are grateful that you've given us this opportunity
Oh my goodness.
to do that.
I'm so grateful that you're
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I've
Yes.
learned so much about what you guys offer, and I'm still just blown away that you do it with an all-volunteer.
Yes.
I should
setup.
mention too that we have a warehouse, right? And in the
Mhm.
warehouse is where we have all our items
Mhm.
that we put stuff together. That warehouse is donated to us for $1 a year.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Again, we've had the Eastside Assistance League on the show today. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.